What is going on, everyone? It's your guy Cole Jackson back here on Road Graders, brought to you again on the Russell Street Report, sponsored by DNL Tinting. Go to dltinting.com for all your car detailing, headlight restoration, and window tinting needs. dltinting.com. Thank you for sponsoring this episode. Today I'm going to be taking a look at what I think is the one key thing that the Baltimore Ravens need to do in this matchup, and that is play well on the offensive line, especially in the pass game, containing the Houston Texans pass rush, a group that is led by a rookie in Will Anderson Jr., a rookie that they traded up to get. A lot of people thought they gave up too much to go do that, and they certainly gave up a lot, but my God, did they get a hell of a player in Will Anderson, pairing him with Jonathan Greenard. You also have Derek Barnett, who they got from the Eagles when he was released, and my God, has he ever rejuvenated his career in Houston. You saw the news today. Jerry Hughes is out for this game. They also have Miaje Sanders. We're going to mostly take a look at Anderson, Greenard, and Barnett because I think those are the three big threats on the outside. And obviously they have Rankins and Collins and some cats in the middle, but we're really focusing on those edge rushers, as we know the offensive tackles have been where the concerns have been on the offensive line. And just to quickly preface this, if you go back to the 2019 and 2020 playoff games where the Baltimore Ravens lost, it was poor offensive line play that played major roles. So that's why I think it is the one key matchup. And take a look at some of the things they do, compare it to kind of the way the Ravens tackles play. So we're going to start here with Anderson Jr., take a look at some of his reps from this game. Huge context noted here is obviously these are backup tackles from the Browns. They have Jerron Christian, number 64, and honestly, I'm drawing a blank on 66's name, but these aren't their starters. Jedrick Wills and Conklin obviously were out for the year. Huge losses, but just a context note on the competition. But these pass rushers can get after it, no doubt. So Will Anderson Jr. is on your left. And here we're going to take a look because this will look familiar to Baltimore Ravens fans. It is the one concern we had been having with Ronnie Stanley. You're going to get Will Anderson get those hands inside. You see, at least in the outside hand, we can't quite see the inside hand, but you see that outside hands giving up the chest and then getting driven back. Obviously, ball comes out, not a big deal. But this is where the bulk of my focus is going to be. Pass rushers that can convert speed to power and, drive through Ronnie Stanley's anchor, where it has been the biggest concern. And I'd even say the same for Morgan Moses. Playing with that torn labrum, he's just struggling to create leverage, and it can be a hard time for him to engage his anchor. So you see it kind of there in Will Anderson. That's where he can get inside on a player and drive him back. Not as good at it as Greenard. Anderson's a really good speed rusher, so that's something that really gives me some hope in that matchup. Ronnie hasn't really had movement skills necessarily, a lack of movement skills where he's struggled to kind of protect the edge. Where he's really struggled is when guys get him into a drive block situation and just power through his anchor and push him back into Lamar's lap or, bull right through him, getting to the quarterback. So here you're going to see Anderson on your left. They move him obviously inside the tight end here, and here he shows a really good ability to create leverage, playing from a power position. So he's going to start again. He's trying to work those inside hands. You can see the right tackle get his hand up inside there, and then an outside hand, trying to avoid giving up his chest. And Anderson right there creates the leverage, extends as he does that. He's obviously reading the play action. He's gained that outside shoulder, and now he's going to work his way back inside, and just the way he plays with leverage there to skirt by. So again, really good, power rush move here. Obviously, ball comes out right away. Doesn't really matter, but showing that good ability to create leverage in power rush opportunities is just something I want us to keep an eye on in that matchup against Moses and Ronnie Stanley. Another one here showing a bit of fluidity as a pass rusher. He doesn't get to the quarterback, but you can really see his movement skills here. He's going to start outside. He's going to take that kind of fake outside hezzy step. That's something we've seen Jadeveon Clowney do a lot. Come back inside and then cut back outside. Good recovery by the offensive tackle. He kind of loses his fundamentals and his footwork. But it's stuff like this that doesn't really concern me. That's why I want to show this clip. This isn't really where You could say Moses has struggled a little bit with speed, but Ronnie hasn't. Ronnie's movement skills, they've been fine. His technique's still pretty good. Moses isn't ever going to get caught flat-footed like this, but he might lose the edge when a player is playing like that. So, again, something to keep an eye on. We're going to transition here into Greenard. Yeah, so this is the play that really popped out to me. Again, this is just one play, but it really shows Greenard on the right side of your screen here. Just watch the speed-to-power conversion. Yeah. Right in there, folks. And then obviously you got Anderson on the other side bending the edge from a wide 9 alignment with Njoku chipping. So just, that's showing you got the power on one side and the speed on the other against these tackles, collapsing into Joe's lap, and then just a little outlet pass there that goes for nothing. So again, a play to watch. Good rep here from Greenard on the left side of your screen. That double hand swipe. These we'll see it when we get to Barnett. The pass rush coach they have, their outside linebacker coach, must be teaching this. So you can see right there, hand comes out. Greenard takes advantage. You watch both hands, left and right hand, gonna swipe out to in right there, and completely. Again, ball comes out. Ball was coming out pretty quick once the pass rush got dialed up. But interesting to see that. Something to keep an eye on. And again, he tries to kind of... Does he throw the ghost hand here? Yeah, little ghost hand fake, and then he brings that outside hand in. And you see it again. Greenard, both hands coming through, and gets around. Obviously draws the contact there, leading to the sack. So something to keep an eye on, that double hand swipe where he's going to try and bend the edge. Again, I think that's something that favors the Baltimore Ravens. I'm not as concerned about that versus some of the speed to power conversion and working guys inside. Now I think we get some Derek Barnett where, again, look, see that another hand swipe leading to a sack. So there he's on the right side of your screen. Hand comes out. As it does, it's kind of a one hand. It's not quite a double. You're going to see that hand engage there, and then the right hand swipe. Move it slow. See right there? See that right hand swipe? Creates that lane right there, and then just runs right through him. Nice little dip there at the end. Again, I think Barnett's been playing extremely well in the Houston Texans. So definitely a guy that's going to come in after Anderson and Greenard and bring in some juice off the bench. So something to keep an eye on. He's on the right side of your screen here. And just a little bit of a dip. Again, this is like a backup tackle type rep here. But his ability, you see the rip right there. Get the hands off. Kind of rips twice, rip, and then he's ripping through here and dipping, rip and dip around the corner, getting to Flacco. And this one actually led to the first pick six. So, I mean, Flacco was looking left here. See, he looks left there. Looks like he's going to push the ball downfield. Obviously, the corner comes off the short pass, but he's looking to take an end zone shot here. This play completely changed the game, and it was a pick six. But, I mean, this pass rush is what got that ball out, right? So, this is why, perfect example of why the pass rush is so important, and stopping the Houston Texans pass rush has to be a critical aspect of the Baltimore Ravens game plan. Make no mistake about it. The offensive tackles are going to have to come to play for the Ravens to go on a run, and it all starts on Saturday, 4:30, against the Houston Texans. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about this matchup. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the breakdown, and hit subscribe if you're new here. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. Peace out, everyone.